Yes, guys, welcome back to SVT TV. Sorry, SVT TV. What am I on about? Football United TV. That's a fail. That's a fail. Take two. Yeah, welcome to back to Football United TV. Obviously, I'm too used to on my own channel, but yeah, it's obviously Stephen from SVT TV. I'm covering Marley's spot at the minute, and we all want to send our deepest condolences and best wishes to Marley at this time. We're all here for you, bro. And yeah, we're all here for you, and you can always talk to us and everything. So I hope you yeah, doing as well as you can at this difficult time. But yeah. We're here for another Gunners for All Corners and another Arsenal weekly news show. And there's been a fair few rumblings during the week, and some from the exterior side of Arsenal, some from fellow Arsenal legends. And so we're going to go through it bit by bit and go through it from there. And we're going to start with Thierry Henry's comments on Arsenal and Arteta. And now, before I ask your opinion, guys, I'll just go through what Thierry Henry has said. The king, as we know. Thierry Henry has questioned whether things are going in the right direction under Mikel Arteta. He said, I don't know if things are going to go in the right direction. I watched the Brighton game. Did you watch it? I was more happy when we beat Tottenham, right? When we used to lose, even after I left the team, it was always said that Arsenal don't have a plan B and they pass too much for the sake of it. But I didn't see that from Arsenal. In the Brighton match, I saw Brighton do that. So... he was waiting for Arsenal to do what they did against Tottenham away from home, which is retain the ball, pass the ball, play well as a team. And instead of doing that, we suffered. And that's why he's very much questioning what is the way forward with Arteta. And should we call it? I don't know. Should we call him an Arteta out? Do we call Thierry Henry an Arteta out? I don't know, but Static, what's your thoughts on what he's had to say on the club?
Sorry, let Shay go first. I'll be right back. Sorry.
So yeah, what's your thoughts on the on what he said about Arsenal?
I think he's spot on. I think he was even nice. I didn't think he said anything that was controversial. And I don't understand the meltdown from all the Arteta fans. I mean, surely an Arsenal legend with an elite mentality, our best goal scorer ever, arguably our top 3 best player that has ever played for the club. Surely he, if anyone, can question Arsenal after finishing 8th, 2 seasons in a row, and are now currently 11th. And let's not forget that we are one of those maybe top
Big up,
5
man. Sorry about that, man. Big up.
Luke, sorry, it's talking, sorry. Go on, say it.
that spent most money past 5 years. So obviously, I don't understand why people are surprised that he doesn't see this style of play from Arteta, because no one can tell me that this is the way Arsenal play under this manager, because we are always inconsistent. There's always, we have games where we look amazing. We have many games where we look lost. And we have games where we just look poorly. And he's been the manager now for almost 2 years, just 2 months left. And still, there's no consistency. I mean, we went to Brighton, and it's the way we got the draw that he's not happy with, because he's right, we were suffering. It wasn't a game where we were dominating, but we were unlucky not to score. It was once again a game where we struggled to create. But it's going to be interesting to hear what the other panel members have to say.
Yeah, I'll go to the other panel have to say on that. Static, what's your thoughts on it?
Hello, sorry about that. I was eating. That's why I couldn't talk.
I'm gonna call you. That is another version of talk.
First of all, I just want to say hello to everyone. Hello to everyone in the live chat. I can't see comments because I'm on my phone. So hello to everyone. If I can't see any comments, hello. Henri was right. Henri was right for what he said. People forget. I mean, yeah, I agree. Yes, he is entitled to his opinion, but he is right because he knew he's allowed to criticize him, because people forget he's speaking as an Arsenal fan, because he said this many times. He is an Arsenal fan, and he's just speaking. And that's what we love about Henri. His honesty, and he does speak from the heart, and he speaks like a true Arsenal fan. And I don't like the fact that now the reaction I'm seeing is everyone's now responding by talking about his managerial career. We're not talking about that. We're talking about an Arsenal fan like yourself, Stephen, me, Said, Luca, and to every Arsenal fan that just wants to that demands better from Arsenal Football Club. And he's right to say, like, he wasn't impressed with what he saw against Brighton, because, I mean, to be honest, we should have lost that game, the amount of chances they had. But like I said, I totally agree with everything that Said was saying. And like I said, look, it is his opinion, but it's just you can never disrespect a club legend. I mean, and this is probably the same fans that are criticizing him, that go to home games, but that would have walked past his statue. It's like, but you're criticizing Henri. It's like, come on.
Take a photo with it as well.
Sorry?
Take a photo with it as well.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. We've got Antti and also Luca in there as well. I'm going to go to Luca first.
That's what I'm saying. It's wrong.
Yeah, it is wrong on all levels. And do you know what? I say this right now. Before I go to Luca, I want to say this right now. If you're going to sit there and criticize Thierry Henry, our all-time goal scorer, big of an Arsenal fan than probably most of the people that are criticizing him, probably, actually. If you're going to sit there and criticize him or launch into him, I seriously question you as an Arsenal fan. Seriously question you.
Can I just say as well?
As an Arsenal fan, it's not on.
When the king talks, you listen.
Yeah.
Whether you agree or disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah, so always to me, you're static.
Because people might say that because I'm Arteta out, and it's easy for me to say no. If he was saying that Arteta is the best thing since sliced bread, I would have gone, fine, that's your opinion, but I respectfully disagree.
Yeah, that's
right.
Fine.
If you've got a criticism, and bring like his managerial career into it or anything, seriously question yourself as an Arsenal fan. I seriously will question it.
I would have more respect for the. Can I just say as well? I would have more respect for the Arsenal fans that are so in love with Arteta. I'm sorry to anyone that's offended, but I'm calling it as I see it. But you can disagree, but don't go out and abuse Henri. Like, what? Come on, what is wrong with you people?
Oh,
Seriously,
anyone that abuses any legend,
Unbelievable.
anyone that abuses anyone that abuses anyone is not a fan.
Oh, that as well.
He's not
100%.
a fan. He's not a fan. He's not part of it at all. But Luca,
So
I want to come to you.
should Henri F off and go down to the lane to support Tottenham? It's like, come on.
Oh, no, they're a bunch of 12-year-olds probably.
Anyway,
they've never got out of their mum's basement probably. So,
true.
But yeah, Luca, I want to give you your opinion to these comments and what he's had to say.
To be honest, right, I obviously haven't read the full statement, but no one should not disrespect Thierry Henry, because Thierry Henry is a great Arsenal legend.
Never.
And what he achieved. How dare does Arteta actually think about that? Obviously, he thinks he's all that. I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, right, Henry and Arteta may have actually played each other when Henry was with us on that little six or whatever, how long that little spell he was with. I think it's like 6 weeks or something like that he was with us. And but Henry makes a very good point. He knows what it means for Arsenal Football Club. He's done it. He has won trophies, right? Arteta, right? The reason why Mikel Arteta is being backed and they're actually sticking behind him because he's got people behind him. That's why. And at the end of the day, right, Thierry Henry makes absolutely good sense. He knows what the problems is. Don't get me wrong. I love Thierry Henry. Yeah, I grew up watching that guy. Yeah, and all Arsenal fans did. But I wouldn't have him as a manager. I get that, but he is a club legend. I would have him maybe like as an assistant, maybe, or maybe have him like work around the club. Yeah, but not as a manager because we don't need to get into that. But the thing is, I agree with you, Stephen, to be honest, and Static, because I think what Arteta has actually come out and said about Thierry Henry, he can't say jack shit. Henry knows.
He hasn't. Hold the phone. He hasn't said anything.
No, but I know
he hasn't said. No, don't criticize him when he's not said anything. He hasn't actually said anything. He's not actually said anything. He's responded saying that's his opinion. That's his opinion. That's not him having a go at him.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Generally respect. Yeah, he's generally collectively saying that is his opinion. So you don't have a go at Arteta. He's not actually. Arteta is not actually the problem, right? It's these fans that are having a go at Henry, that are the problem. That want to.
I haven't read it properly, so. Right? But to be honest,
Arteta hasn't done it.
This is the problem with our fan base, right? Is that they have a go at Thierry Henry just because people think, oh, what does he got to do with it? Oh, because he's a pundit. Do people not remember, right? These little flipping people, right, who don't know about anything about Thierry Henry, and people have actually Googled it and searched up about Thierry Henry. As Arsenal fans, right, me and Stephen and everyone else Arsenal fans, right, we're old enough to know, and Bargath as well, and Anthony and everyone else who's actually on the panel. We're old enough that we know who Thierry Henry is. It's just these little Arteta wannabes, right, actually don't know the fact about what Thierry Henry, right, how he achieved at Arsenal Football Club, how he actually made an absolutely legend, how he's got a statue outside the stadium, yeah? So, at the end of the day, right, Stephen, that's my opinion, because how can these little Arteta wannabes saying, "Oh, they actually trust Mikel Arteta"? I'm sorry, but
well, I'm gonna move it on because obviously we've got so much to cover.
Go on.
Sorry to interrupt. Can I just quickly say to the younger fans that don't know who Henry is, you got to go and educate yourself, guys.
Of course,
go buy an Arsenal official
legend ever.
Buy an Arsenal official history DVD and go and watch it.
226 goals, mate. Remember that. 228.
You know what?
Hang on. I've got to get everyone's opinion first before we have any additional things, because everyone's got to have their opinion on this. So I'm gonna start with Anthony, because he was in next. Big up, Anthony. Was it happy 60th birthday? Was it
66?
60 what?
60th birthday, was it?
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Well, I actually thought it was his actual birthday, but okay.
No, it was his. I think it was his 40th. Was it? Is your 40th birthday? Was it?
It was an old picture I found on my phone. I put it on Instagram, and it was a picture from
Ah.
2 years ago. I'm 42.
Okay. So
Yeah.
okay. So you're not that far off 60 then.
Piss.
Oh, Steve,
Anthony,
that's a little bit insensitive.
after I've now completely destroyed you, what's your thoughts on this?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't blame Thierry Henry coming out and saying this. I mean, is his opinion. He's entitled to it, like anybody else, like every one of us. We're entitled to our own opinions.
Yep.
And I totally don't blame him. He just basically he wants the best for the club, but the way the club is at the minute and the manager we got in charge, he can't see that happening with him under Arteta. So yeah, I don't blame him. I back Thierry Henry 100%.
I'm gonna throw another question after I just get everyone's opinion as well. So I'll go to Vivian as well. What would you say?
Hello everybody. So I don't see
Hello.
anything wrong with what Henry said. Henry is echoing the thoughts of almost everybody on this panel. We are not going in the right direction, and we shouldn't forget that Henry is also a fan. Aside being a club legend, he's an Arsenal fan, and he's right to voice out his opinion and his thoughts about the club. So, and the people on Twitter slugging Henry, I don't think they know who Henry is. Probably this. There's something we call in Nigeria Indomie generation, but they probably haven't watched Arsenal for so long to know who Henry is, because if they actually knew who he was, I doubt he'll be getting the amount of slack he's getting on Twitter for saying his
Probably.
opinion and his
Yeah.
traits.
Criticism these days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the problem. Is no one really like, if you don't like someone's opinion these days, you end up getting slaughtered on it. That's the problem. Bargav, what's your thoughts on this?
On what, the fan base?
No, on Thierry Henry's comments on Arsenal.
Oh, okay. Nah, listen, like Henry's a legend, right? And all right, so this morning I've seen people come out and defend the club, and I've seen people defend Arsenal. Defend Henry. Now, listen, like legends for some reason in football, they don't talk about the clubs. And it's not a classy. It's not that it's a classy or anything like that, but it's just weird for me, because like compared to American sports, for example, like people speak out on the organizations. Like, I mean, they don't go ham on them, but like they criticize them. Yeah. With football, for some reason, legends can't come and help out like players that are already there grow, and I think that's like an injustice. I mean, can you imagine like? So, like, Sol Campbell's been on record on like Talk Sport. I don't really listen to Talk Sport, but when Sol Campbell's on, I listen. And he said like he would accept a job at Arsenal, but they won't give it to him.
Yeah, I to be honest, I wouldn't give it to Sol Campbell. To be
no,
honest.
but I mean, listen, like, the game's hard to pick up. I mean, if you're not like every single year, you learn something new about the game. So if you have somebody who's a legend, who knows what it's like to win at Arsenal, who's going to maintain those standards, like, why not? Not just for charity events.
Yeah, that's a fair point. It's a fair point. But I want to ask like this, opinion on it.
Can I just say, everyone's too nicey nice at Arsenal, Want some
it's not just Arsenal.
Exterior, like Henry.
Soft generation, it's so soft. You can't see anything.
Oh,
he didn't even say anything that was controversial, and people forget he used to criticize Wenger as well, and he loves Wenger.
Yeah.
But when did you then? Sky Sport, he used to rip off Arsenal sometimes.
Yeah,
but because now it's Arteta, you can't say anything to him.
Yeah, I agree.
I actually agree. I agree with it, but I will just say is that we all agree that what he's saying is right about the club. We all agree with that
because he cares about Arsenal. He's speaking from the heart.
Can I say something really quick on this? Because
Go on.
all right. So we've been all right. So the last 5 years have been terrible, right? And so the people that have experienced those last 5 years.
Must be more than that.
It depends on age.
10 years?
Yeah, I mean, but like the last 5 years have definitely like the divide's been like crazy.
Yeah.
But like what happened was this, like, you know, you have all these fans, like, and Arsenal's marketing is now like they're targeting like 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, and 14-year-olds. To like, you know, if they see Arsenal coming up, they're like, yeah, they're gonna be fans in the future, and it's just gonna wipe out the people that, you know, you know, they were fans for ages and they saw the glory times and they criticized the club. Because people who are older, they see the club a lot differently. They see the PR that we have to put up with. It is PR at the end of the day. I mean, they're psychologically like messing with a lot of the decisions. I mean, Xhaka wasn't even posted on Facebook. He was posted on Facebook only. That should tell you about PR. They know what they're doing.
Oh, yeah, that's them. They got probably. That's the whole point of businessmen. They're really good at their marketing and PR. That's why they've got them in there. Because the better the PR is, the more they'll be able to sell.
I mean, look, on one side, like, yeah, like the new generation is gonna grow up on social media, but they're gonna consume it like crazy. So whatever they put out there, that new generation is gonna like just amplify that. If you're like
so you feel that this whole criticism with now here's the thing: is it should it be down to the club then to be teaching these younger
they should be,
and they come out and criticizing Thierry? Should it be down to the club to teach these fans who the likes of Thierry are?
Exactly.
Yes, 100%.
Right? Should it be
All
down
legends
to
of
them?
Arsenal Football Club.
Yeah,
exactly.
And that's the point. I remember one time is that we had a Rocky Newcastle trip. I think it was it was a Rocky Newcastle anniversary, and they didn't put him in the match program for the next game. Right?
Yeah, that was disgusting.
That says it all. So it says it all, doesn't it? So I think the club have got a lot of answers to answer for there. And the problem is the Henry comments is Henry gets a lot of stick because of it, because he's coming out against an organisation who are trying to PR 12-year-olds about look, believe in our club, believe in Aubameyang. And this is why when they say this is why they'll answer a question when they grow up saying who made the 14 shirt Arsenal? Aubameyang. That's what they'll say. That's what we'll say. They'll answer that. Who made the number 10 shirt at Arsenal? Ozil. Right? Not Bergkamp, not Newcastle, not.
It's the same with number 8, number 7.
Here's the other thing. Who's more likely to get those shirts? Because I guarantee you, like, I'm older now. I could care less about shirts. But when you're like in school and you have all those like things and you want to be like, you know, those shirts look nice, right? You said it. So if you're like that kid in school, you want that shirt.
Bargav, you should see the players in Italy and Turkey. They all wear numbers up to 99.
Yeah.
77, 63.
So anyway, I'm gonna move on because obviously the other thing has been external to Arsenal, but it could impact us and probably in a way on a football sense and on an actual Arsenal sense as well. Newcastle's takeover, as we all know, is like now they are beyond any club put all together. You put all the top 10 clubs together in the world, the richest clubs in the world, they don't come near the comparison to Newcastle. Apparently, have assets over about £700 billion. We're talking about. Now, for a football sense, I've already said on my channel is that it could inflate prices to an extent where clubs cannot be able to function properly without the need of extra funding, and the only extra funding they'll be able to get that to make them survive is doing proposals like the European Super League. So in theory, it would only push it even further because of the inflation. Also, from an Arsenal point of view, we won't be able to compete as much. We won't be able to compete on that level. Not on that price level. 2, our board won't spend it. 3, there are now probably a number of players that are at risk of going to Newcastle. And I'm not talking about like something they've been linked to, Lacazette or anything like that. If their owners see Saka after a year or so, right, they'll have him. What are we gonna do when they go and say we want 80 mil for a Saka or 100 mil? We just have to go back down, and our board will just go, yes, 80 mil, yes. So, yeah, your thoughts on the takeover? How do you think this is gonna impact on Arsenal? And by the way, I don't have a criticism with. I don't feel angry and against the Newcastle fans because they needed to get rid of that horrible parasite, that horrible parasite of a man, right? Who, apart from football, just on a business level, right? Because I did study a bit of business. He is a scumbag. He is a scumbag, right? The guy, Mike Ashley. He is an absolute scumbag. He does not deserve like any sort of praise whatsoever. So I'm glad Newcastle got rid of him. But Static, I'll start with you. How do you think this is gonna impact on Arsenal in a way?
Well, first of all, I want to say I've got Newcastle fans, and I've got friends that are Newcastle fans, so they might be listening right now. So I want to say congratulations, Newcastle. Obviously, I'm very happy for them. I hope it works out because they've had 14 years of pain, so they deserve all the success that they deserve. Obviously, it's not good for Arsenal. Let's be honest. It's not good because it's now going to be another club that's going to push Arsenal down when it comes to trying to qualify for Europe as well. So, but yeah, I don't know. I'm genuinely worried about Arsenal because, I mean, I know we're spending, but
they're not going to spend that much.
We continue to go down, and Newcastle will go up in the next 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, that's that.
I'm really worried about the future for Arsenal Football Club.
Do you feel worried about a football sort of sense about what it could mean?
Possibly, yes.
Okay, Anthony, what do you feel?
Well, I think fair play for Newcastle and to the fans, first of all. Well, congratulate them. I don't think we got anything to worry about, not at this time. I don't think Newcastle is going to be an excellent team. I think you're talking about between 3 to 5 season time. You know,
well, the statement from their club was 5 to 10 years it could take them.
It won't take 10 years.
5 to 10 years. So
I'm going on what they've come out with as a statement.
Yeah. So in all fairness, there's plenty of time there. I mean, within 5 or 10 years, we don't even know if the Kroenkes is going to be here at Arsenal. Hopefully, touch wood, they're gone. But if that's the case, you know, if they're still there, because it only get hand down to his Stan Kroenke's son, Josh Kroenke, wouldn't it? So, in all fairness, I don't think we got nothing to worry about as yet with Newcastle. To be honest with you, I mean they're floating around with they want new managers. You know, I was looking at the top 10 managers who they reckon they want is Newcastle manager. You know, and in all fairness, the one that was at the bottom of the pool at 40-1 was Thierry Henry. So. And but it's like what I said. I mean, I want to congratulate him. I think it's fair enough. They will get some good players, but I mean, some players they do like. I know that they like the money, but some players do like history. But Newcastle hasn't really got a lot of history, have they? So you know that's another thing. So I think I don't think we got nothing to worry about at the minute.
Well, I'll tell you what.
With all due respect, they actually do have history, but. Recently, no, of course not.
No, recently. But I will give them one respect is that I think I read a report of one player, Demba Ba, said he'd happy come out of retirement to play for him. So that could be an option for him. Bargav, what do you say? What's your stance on it?
Happy for Newcastle fans. Can't wait to come to Newcastle on my trip to England.
Is that it?
No, I'm actually, you know, like I heard like good things about the town. Like, I mean, it's supposed to be like one of the best.
I'm more worried about their takeover, mate.
Now the takeover. Look, there's two parts to it. Like, they have money, right? So that means two things. Like, one is they can buy everything they want, which they're gonna buy like good quality for themselves. The other part is like from an Arsenal side of it is like, is there like players that we can give them that won't hurt us? We have to figure that out because we can't have like the same thing that happened with Man City.
Apparently, Rob Holding might be.
I'm happy with that. He can go.
They did have interest in one time. They might consider rekindling that, but I very much doubt it. Lacazette is a definite option.
Yeah.
Mesut Ozil's been linked to Newcastle.
No, I heard. No, there's like three players linked to them.
I
Ozil.
couldn't care.
No. He'll be good for that team.
I couldn't care about Ozil.
I know you could care less.
Move
There's
on.
other, but Icardi. I feel like Icardi would be a really good option for them.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't think PSG is going to give that up because that's their only number 9.
His wife doesn't want to leave anyway because that's his agent.
Yeah, but that's his only number. That's the only number 9 that they that PSG have though. So, Rabiot can go there.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, look, there's a number of players, but I think for Arsenal's sense, I think it's more a warning to us to make sure we have the assets we want tied down. So, like your Sakas, your Martinellis, right?
Yeah.
Saliba's been put up as an option now because
won't happen.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
He's not going to go to Newcastle. No way.
Well, hang on a minute. Right? If you keep treating a player like that and not giving him an opportunity, if Newcastle come knocking saying we want 50 mil for him, first of all, our board are going to say 50 mil, we'll take that. Right?
Well, I guess like
plus the player will just go, I want the move. You're not giving me a chance. They'll give me a chance. Yeah. You can't.
I mean, it all depends on Arteta. What happens with him in like the next like 3
Yeah, but
months.
the thing is, if we send him for 50 million, right, we'll probably end up going out spending the money on the wrong player, like we did on Ben White.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Right, but by the way, we're run by a board of idiots.
Arsenal will, but Newcastle won't.
Right. So let's bear that in mind here. That's why it's a possibility, a very good possibility. But if Saliba says he wants to go, you can't stop him. You can't stop him.
No, of course not. But I'm just saying.
Well, there you go then. And he's not getting a chance at Arsenal. So what makes you think he's gonna stay?
Yeah, but Stephen,
I wouldn't stay.
Yeah, but Stephen, look, get your popcorn out, static. But no, Stephen, as I was saying.
Okay, I'll be right back.
As I was saying, right, I get where you're coming from, but with Saliba, if you're going to send them for 50 million, I know what you mean by literally, okay, yes, we've won with silly boards.
It doesn't matter about the 50 million, it's about whether the player wants to go or not.
He ain't going to go Newcastle.
He will if he wants to play every week, and he will get a chance, which we don't give him.
See what happens.
Trust me, right? If he gets offered a chance at Newcastle, with, by the way, an owner and a board that will be in there, that is ambitious and actually wants to win the league, right? You know what? I'd actually favour my chances with Newcastle rather than Arsenal right now, because I've got more chance of winning the league.
And when's this supposed to be happening?
So, but if you want to keep thinking, but no, that's what I'm saying. It's a very good possibility he could go. But if you want to keep thinking that he would never go through that, choose Newcastle over us because we're some sort of big club, you keep carrying on because we're not. We're not. Right? Anyone would choose Newcastle right now over us. Anyone.
But then with Saliba, I'll sell him anyway because we bought him under Unai Emery and never really played him. And obviously, I knew he had a.
You're never getting a chance. You're never getting a chance. But ever since he went to Lille, he's been quality. Or at Nice, sorry.
I guess the question is like Nice how far like all right, so how much money do you think we need as a club to be like challenging? I can never make that.
300 million. 300 million max.
No, more than that, mate. We've already spent 300 million in the last 2 transfer windows. Look where it got.
Because I think the strategy now is like they're going to get one good player every transfer window.
Yeah,
that's not January. So I feel like that's what's going to happen from now on is because they bought this core now. Cronkies are going to be like, I only want to spend like 70 million every window. I feel like that's what's happening right now.
Apparently Newcastle might spend up to £190 million in January.
Actually, one report said to me, if I'm not careful,
But there is one player who Arsenal should have got a few years ago, which I strongly believe he will go to Newcastle. Tarkowski from Burnley. Very good defender.
Signing.
And he's only 28, so it's a good age.
yeah.
I can see him going to
I'm going to
Newcastle.
ask Vivian, what's your thoughts on this?
Personally, I don't think there's any immediate cause to worry. But yeah, in about 5-6 years, yeah, we would have one more club to contend with, taking up a position that we should be occupying. But I don't think they would make any instant radical changes in the next 2-3 years. So I think we're safe. Yeah, and I do think some of our players might be eyeing the switch to Newcastle because it looks like they have more potential to compete for trophies in about 5-6 years. If we still have the same ownership we have, then I personally will move to Newcastle because obviously we'll be moving in the right direction, which I don't think we are moving
Big up
anytime soon.
Big up Amundi, by the way. Big up everyone that's in the chat.
Midlife crisis.
I've got to go through everyone in their chats.
Hey,
Obviously,
Devils United. Talk.
Munzi,
Big up everyone. Big up
Football United
Devils United,
TV.
Big up Munzi. Big up.
Hang on. Big up Maisie and Devils
Yeah, Maisie.
United. Big up Amundi as well. Salute everybody. Arsenal step it up. Then this Newcastle affair will relegate you down to a permanent mid-table and see into.
Yeah.
Hey mate, I won't be in a midlife
Unfortunately,
crisis.
it could happen.
You see this guy just dropped out called Luca. Yeah, he'll be in the midlife crisis, mate. Right?
What makes you say that? What makes you think I say that?
Because you lose your shit after 3 games.
Just because we actually had a bit of a boxing match because we were talking about Tomiyasu.
No, you lose.
Oh, no, again.
No, honestly, as soon as the Newcastle takeover, he's putting his toys out the front. Oh, it's all over. We fucked. We screwed. No, life's coming to an
Mate, to be
end.
honest, right, I was worried about the takeover. Yeah, I didn't want to see.
Don't get me the
Newcastle.
tweets. Don't let me get the tweets.
Get the tweets up, please. Get the tweets up.
No, please don't.
Go on my Twitter feed and please share the screen and get the tweets up, and I'll say how it is.
Right, anyway. Free marketing. Isn't it? It's just free marketing.
That was tight.
See, look, Newcastle will be way better than Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea. We need to come together, get the tronkies out, and I'm sitting there like that. Give me a break. We're always going to be crap anyway. So what? Like, he's like sitting there saying it's paining me as an Arsenal fan, and I'm sitting there saying, mate, but we're crap anyway. So why does it hurt even more? We're crap, so it shouldn't hurt any more than it does. But yeah.
Sorry, what's the question, Stephen?
Yeah.
Oh, you forgot to say that question, Stephen.
Yeah. So sorry, go on. Your thoughts on the takeover and the impact on Arsenal?
Well, when we say the takeover, do we speak first? Is this right or wrong, or are we just talking in football terms?
To be honest, if we want to say it's wrong and we won't go down the human rights aspect, everyone that's got an iPhone, chuck your iPhones in the bin. Right? Everyone that shops at Primark, give all your clothes back to fucking charity.
Anyone that's wearing any Nike clothing like me.
Anyone that's wearing any Nike, anyone that's got any Nike shirts, that's even including the Arsenal retro shirts, burn them, right? So, you know what I mean? So, like, you know what I mean? So, like,
because and stop supporting Arsenal as well, because let's not forget that who we are sponsored by, both the stadium name and alleged dictator from Rwanda, etc. You know, all of a sudden,
yeah.
Because, you know, it's funny.
Yeah,
we've been crying the whole summer. We want new owners. We want owners to spend money. And as soon as another team gets it, they are the evil ones.
Yeah,
it's funny.
Sure,
it is. It's funny that way, mate. It's football. What do you expect? It's always because they're jealous. That's the
Yeah,
point.
they really are.
They're
I mean,
jealous.
we're going through a bad period at the minute. I'm surprised
Oh.
we're not sponsored by Tampax or something, you know. But
Next, we're going to be sponsored by a box of chocolates.
Yeah, and next week is a box of ice cream to like eat when you're down and you're miserable and you're depressed. Right, and then the next week you get the Bridget Jones film with it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal was sponsored by Cadbury in the next 5 years.
You never know. Everything's likely. But look, I'm gonna move on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna move on, and everyone's gonna go mad now, right? Because I've got to move on to it. Arteta, like.
Please leave your comments right now, everyone.
Please. Right, let me get through this. Right, Arteta wins September's Manager of the Month. Right.
Sorry.
Let me get through it. Let me get through it. Right.
Just ignore me. I'm just sighing.
Obviously, Arteta obviously beat Norwich. Don't know how. Beat Burnley.
God.
Lucky we could score 3 kicks.
Do I have to mention about Arteta? Do I have to get into a rant about this?
Wait for Stephen to talk, Luca. Hold on.
Let me finish, please. Right.
Right.
First of all, he beats Norwich. Don't know how. Beats Burnley because we could score 3 kicks.
We got lucky.
And we got Spurs, and we beat Spurs. Was actually a good win. Though
Standard
they didn't
win.
really. Though it's standard, yeah, but they didn't really. That to be honest, they
But
really
we always
helped
beat
out.
Tottenham at home.
Yeah,
Most
but
of the time.
they didn't. They really helped us out because we didn't even fight it. They didn't even
of
fight
course.
in that
They were
game.
terrible.
Right.
Anyway, carry on.
So, yeah, that could. Yeah, that was a poor Spurs side, to be honest. So, Manager of the Month, Arteta wins it. We're not counting the Brighton result because that's in October. I'm probably going to ask the stupidest question here, but I'm going to have to ask everyone. But I'm going to start with Static. Does he deserve it?
This is going to be controversial. Yes, only because of the results. But
Wow, I found one.
But it should have gone to someone else. I'm sorry. It should have gone to someone else. Not Arteta. That's just
Give me one name.
I thought Thomas Frank should have got it for Brentford.
Okay. Anthony.
you know what, Stephen? I took a screenshot of this and I sent it to you on WhatsApp, didn't I?
Yeah.
And I thought, what a load of crap. And does he deserve it? No.
I had to check. I wasn't dosed up on meds when I was reading it.
Exactly, yeah. And I don't think he deserves it. I hope this is his one and only Manager of the Month because that's what he's going to be getting. And the other thing is, I did say exactly the same as what Static said. I said it should be the Brentford manager because they have been absolutely unbelievable this season.
Plus, they've actually played well.
Do you know what's also funny as well? Yeah. All these Arteta sexuals that we call them, right? They're all jumping on the bandwagon, going, "Hey, one Manager of the Month, you've got to give him time.
He's won a trophy. He's won 3 trophies now.
No, our process is gonna work. This now. If you guys may not have noticed, right? I'm sorry for swearing, but I'm sorry, but it really grinds my gears. I don't give a fuck what he wins in September. I give a fuck what he wins in May. Right? Because that's when the trophies are on offer.
Yeah. Like I said,
tell me what he wins in May, then I'll be happy.
Yeah. I've been hearing that a lot this week. Oh, he's won another trophy. It's his 3rd trophy now. I was like, yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, honestly. Is that how low our standards are? We celebrate Manager of the Month because we get 3 lucky wins.
Wait, does that go in the history books for Arsenal? No, it doesn't. Does it count in the record books? No, it doesn't.
I'm gonna go to you next, Bargav. Then I'm gonna say it. Then I'm going to Luca because I know Luca's gonna.
Yeah. Save Luca for last.
Yeah, Luca's gonna be Luca. So we'll start with Bargav.
Say that again.
Arteta wins September's Manager of the Month. Does he deserve it? And if not, there's someone else deserve it. Who else deserves it?
What's the next best option?
Well,
was-
Thomas Frank was an
Graham Potter
option.
was nominated.
Absolutely.
Klopp
You know,
was
I'll be honest.
nominated.
Like, yeah, that says it all. What's the better option?
Guardiola was nominated.
So I take it he did deserve it, Finn.
Oh no, I don't think. Listen, like, I mean, I guess he got 3 wins, but that's only. It's a results business, so I guess he got it. But I mean,
Yeah, that's why I said.
I don't think he deserved it based on like what he actually did to the team.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I said as well.
Say, what are you saying?
I'm gonna be totally honest, guys. If we would have won, like, let's say 4-0 against Norwich, 3-0 against Burnley, and we played well, and we won against Tottenham, I would have said you should have it 100%.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
we scored a free kick, and the other one was one goal. Like, we haven't impressed. And if you look at Everton, the teams that they've played, and the goals that they've scored, and the results that they've had, if you look at Brentford, what they've done, even if you look at Liverpool,
Man City as well.
Man City as well, I think all those 4 managers have done better than Mikel. But having that said, since when did we care about who wins the manager of the month? Since when was that a trophy?
Absolutely.
Like I said, Said. Everyone's saying it's the 3rd trophy now for Arsenal.
Go on, let's say it finish. Go on.
Yeah, go Said, go.
Arteta has a little run, then you have to back him now. But if he goes 3 months and get battered and we lose, you still have to back him. So it's like you can never get it the opposite way. There's never when they say, like, you know what? Because honestly, last year in November, he should have been sacked.
Oh yeah, you shouldn't have been hired in the first place. Go on.
But it's like, if he wins 2-3 games, all of a sudden, oh, we've turned a corner. You have to believe in him. It's a project. It's a process. It's like, it's tiring. Come on. It's Arsenal. Are you so emotional?
That's true.
He's just there. Sir, if he's not making the move on. Look at Chelsea. They had their big. It would be like we having Tony Adams and sacking him.
Yeah.
Him.
Yeah, I know, mate.
And they moved on. It's not the end of the life. What behaving like, if Arteta doesn't manage Arsenal, the world is going to go crash and there won't be any more Arsenal.
Yeah, trust me, mate. I understand it completely. I understand it. Right. It's I don't get it at all.
Was Luca about to say something?
Big up.
Or Luca?
Big up. Hello, mate.
Right.
All right. Go, Luca. The floor is yours.
Win against Norwich.
Get ready for the popcorn, yeah? Yeah.
It's already next to me.
Good. You got the settings.
No. Will you start mentioning other channels' names, please?
Other channels are available.
Carry on.
Yeah, other channels are available, by the way.
Someone.
Yeah, but there you go. Like,
I don't watch this anyway, but yeah, carry on.
Right.
They might.
Anyway, like,
go Stephen, go Luca.
Win against Burnley, a win against Norwich, and a win against Spurs. Does Arteta deserve to be manager of the month of September? And if not, who would you put in his place?
Get the champagne out, Luca.
Nope. Look, this is the thing, right? He does not deserve manager of the month. Okay, I'm sorry. You cannot go right with those few results. Right, these are winnable games. Right, Burnley, Wimbledon, Spurs.
You really put in Wimbledon.
Norwich.
This is league only, Luca.
Oh, it's
only
league.
Include league
Sorry,
results.
it's only in the league.
Oh,
it's
sorry,
only for the league, mate.
Oh, sorry, in the league. I didn't know. Sorry, but technically, right? You can't just say, right? Oh, you go by manager of the month. I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, he does not deserve it. We were going to win those games anyway. So how can Mikel Arteta and the board behind it? And Burnley, mate. Okay, that wasn't an easy game.
Yeah,
I
but
predict
Burnley hasn't won a home game since
we got away.
January,
We got away against
so
Burnley.
it is an easy game now.
Ben
Let's not
White.
forget that.
Ben White nearly cost the game against Burnley, right?
Yeah, he nearly
And-
gave away a penalty.
Yeah, and
VAR overruled it.
oh, I
no,
thought that. Yeah, but Luca, I thought you said that was Ramsdale's fault.
it was kind of both of their fault in a way,
Ben
but
Well, it
yeah.
wasn't. It was Ben White's. Actually,
it was
so no,
both
don't.
of their fault.
It was
but
it was Ben
No,
White's. He did.
Luca, it wasn't. It was Ben
Luca,
White's fault.
boys,
It was Ben
it
White.
was
He never
Ben White's
passed the ball.
fault because
Here we
Ramsdale
go.
tried to
Soon
save
you
it.
say it's
But
Tomiyasu's fault as well.
No. No.
Luca.
No. Hold the phone. Say no.
Oh my
Say
God.
what's this?
Whoa,
If
whoa,
Ben
whoa.
White,
Whoa.
if Ben White had passed the ball hard enough, he would never got near it. Ramsdale would have launched it.
That was a very
He would
weak
have
pass
never
by
got
Ben White. I
near it.
remember that.
It was a hospital ball. It was a crap ball. Mate, it had more legs than me being attached on an Alvin pump and being able to walk. It had more
He doesn't
legs.
deserve-
It had more
Look,
legs.
look.
No, that ball had more legs than me with a clot in my groin and barely able to walk and on a Zimmer frame.
Look,
And
the thing
being-
is, look, I get
Go,
where you're
Luca.
coming from. It probably was Ben White's fault, but at the end of the day, there was no need for Ramsdale to do that little silly thing on the floor. But never mind about that. We won
Luca,
the
can we
game
get
anyway.
back to the point of
But
why
let's
he didn't
Get back
deserve
to the
man of
point
month?
anyway. I'm not
But
gonna get into it.
anyway, I don't think he doesn't deserve it. Okay, all
Because-
these Mikel Arteta and wannabes are going to be like, "Oh yeah, he deserves it. Give him credit. Yeah, you might be Arteta out still, but you got to back your man." No, I'm sorry,
Luca,
no,
Why
but
didn't he deserve it?
why didn't he deserve it? Because at the end of the day, we know this manager ain't good enough at the end. So he doesn't deserve it. He doesn't. I would have given.
No, that doesn't mean he doesn't deserve it. Because if he
let me finish
no,
here,
because no, that's not constructive criticism. That's not like you're doing
big up
that.
Luca.
You're doing that because you're biased of wanting the
Just get your
manager out,
popcorn sake.
right?
mate.
I'm
he doesn't-
Arteta out.
he
No,
deserves
I'm
it,
Arteta
mate.
out. But if he destroyed, like say said, if he
I see,
destroyed
but I
Norwich
Give it to
4-0,
someone like Graham
boys.
Potter, Thomas
no,
Frank.
If he did, I agree. I agree exactly what. If I'm exactly what Saeed said, if he had destroyed Norwich 4-0, beat
Yeah.
Burnley 3-0, then done what he did against Spurs, then I'd say yeah, you deserve Manager of the Month. Not because, you don't say like, oh,
But
he doesn't
Stephen-
deserve it because he's not good enough. No, it's about what they do. Manager of the Month is about what they do in
I know
that
what manager
month.
of the month is.
Yeah, so what they do in that month. So if he gets 3 wins and batters the teams that are in that league in those 3 games, then he deserves to be part of the Manager of the Month.
So the
Simple.
thing is, right, the reason why I don't think he doesn't deserve manager of the month, right, is what I've just said. It's because at the end of the day, right, yes, he won those few games, right, but you cannot go by those games which you've won. Okay, you need to score at least. If he would have battered teams like Norwich and Burnley, I'd have been like, you know what, Arteta, you know what, I'll give you how much I don't want this manager at the club.
Was that a
But I'll
TV
be
noise in the
like,
background?
well done.
Sorry.
I don't know who's that team in the
Like, well
background.
done,
Is someone
fair
turn that
enough.
off?
Well done, fair enough.
Yeah.
But I think I should give it to someone like Graham Potter. You saw what Graham Potter's
Yeah.
done in the last few weeks. I
Yeah,
still
I
don't
agree.
want Graham Potter at Arsenal, but we're not going to get into that. But
Potter would remain my
technically,
second choice.
you should give it to someone like that, or even Thomas Frank from Brentford.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
definitely the Brentford manager.
I'm sorry if I've seen what Brentford manager has done, fine. But if he's beaten Norwich 4-0, for example, beaten Burnley 3-0, comfortable performances, right? Also beaten Spurs the way he did with ease, right? And I don't think anyone else has really done that in that month. Then
I
I'm
think Nuno
sorry.
Espirito Santo was nominated as well for
Yeah,
Tottenham
but there
before
you
they
go
lost the
then.
games.
I'm sorry. You deserve. He deserves to be nominated, and he deserves to get Manager of the Month if he has done that. If he has done it in that way, he deserves to get it because he's comfortably beating the teams, right? And you can't expect him to do much more. You can't.
Can I just say, when I got a notification, I was like, oh no. That was my first reaction when I saw Arteta was nominated. I was like, oh no. "Oh, everyone's going to vote for him," and I was like, "Yep." And when I heard he won, I was like,
Yeah.
"Yep, oh, what a surprise!" Because I
Yeah,
was
I
like,
got that
all the Arsenal
notification.
fans would jump on that and go and vote.
I
Yeah,
know.
I got
I
that.
know.
I got that notification as well. It
Mate,
said
I turned
Arteta
off.
became
Mate,
manager of the month after an aggressive blue job. I was like, what?
Oh. Thank God
I
this is
just knew it was
past the
going to happen.
watershed.
You just knew it was going to happen, Stephen.
Can I?
And it
also-
actually happened. I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Yeah, but this is the thing. If he comfortably beats the teams there, he deserves manager of the month.
Yeah,
you
we
can't have a guy.
can all agree with that. We can all agree with that.
Yeah, that's just Luca doesn't.
Super. Arteta out.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you can't say he's manager of the month if he beats teams comfortably.
Mate, he doesn't deserve.
Lucas' agenda against
Mate,
Arteta
you're not
is
getting
on the
the
next
point.
level.
He's on the next
I love
level.
it.
He won't let it
I
go.
love it.
Mate,
God, stop laughing.
mate, you want me to rant, don't you? Every time when I
Mate,
rant, I get more
Luca,
people watching.
This is
Luca,
Go on,
if you
Luca.
speak,
Rant,
if you're real and you speak sense, you would say if he's beaten the teams comfortably, he deserves to get manager man of the month. That's being real.
Look. I'll
Do
tell
you
you
know what? I
people.
reckon if Stephen and Luca did a ranting stream with just them two, it'd be worth watching, wouldn't it?
I'd win every time
You get 50 likes.
You guys should do that.
because
Do
you
a
watch,
special-
Do it.
you
special
watch.
episode.
No, you watch by in this stream. He would have gone. Do you know what? He would. No, I would give him manager in a month if he
How
if
do
he
you
backed the
know?
teams.
I'm going to say that. How do you know if you can
Because
read
you
my
do
mind?
it every time.
No, I don't, mate.
You say
never
no,
do
that's
that.
not that you do, and then literally
Boys,
2
you've been
minutes later you
fighting
said, "No, it's
like
not
all
that right."
night. Seriously.
Oh my god.
That's on Lucas' channel now on here.
Mate, my stream went
I
absolutely
think
mental.
Steve's show as
We
well.
had 17 people watching. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, everyone in the comments. Seriously, Stephen and Luca have been going at it all day. They've been fighting all day.
No,
Trust me.
hang on,
not
not
a
all
joke.
day. 2 streams. Come on,
This is not
right.
a joke.
I can't put up with him all day. No way.
a couple of hours, yeah?
You guys are a married couple. Seriously.
Mate,
Stephen
Yeah,
and
he-
Luca.
Oh
mate,
my
you
god.
see my hair? It's
Who's the
already going.
husband?
You see my hair? It's going grey because of him. Right?
My hair's a mess as well. So,
Here's it. I reckon
Yeah,
that
you
Stephen
two
and
need to
Luca
chill
should go and
down.
watch. They should go to the Emirates and watch a game together. Go back to Luca's gaff and play FIFA. What do you reckon?
Nah, you're alright, mate.
A day with Luca and stream it.
why not?
Arsenal,
Yeah, probably only get
hang on.
about 3 people watching.
Arsenal very similar. Arsenal very similar low costings for 3 solid defenders. Tomiyasu, Tierney, and Gabriel. Shades of the invincible defense are in mindset. Oh, come on, mate. We can't. No, you can't compare it. I don't know who's is that in the background. Can they turn that off, please? Who's is that?
It's not me, Steve. My
It's
telly's
me.
off.
It might be you.
Yeah, it might be you.
It's definitely not me.
See.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's you.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah, shades of the invincible defense in mindset. Oh no. Let's not do that comparison, please. Right, let's not. Right, that's
There's no comparison.
Big up for the comment, but I can't guarantee
It's a
that.
good comment, but there's no comparison.
No. But anyway, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, Brighton. We'll quickly do a preview. Quickly, Crystal Palace. I'll give a quick score prediction actually before we wrap up because we're nearly out of time. Such a shame they pissed 50.
Yeah. Good comment.
Yeah, very good comment. Anthony, your score prediction for the Brighton game.
Palace.
For the Palace game, sorry. What am I on about? Palace game, sorry. The
Palace,
Palace
yeah. To be honest with you, I'd like to see Vieira come back to the Emirates. It'd be great for him to see Arsenal. I'm going to say my heart's saying 2-1 Arsenal, but my head's saying Vieira might clinch it. So I'll stick with be 2-1.
Arsenal.
Yeah, 2-1 to Arsenal.
Okay. Static.
First of all, I think Vieira should get a great reception from all Arsenal fans, and that would be nice. That would be nice to see, of course.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be 1-1, but I won't be surprised if Crystal Palace find a way to win. I have a weird feeling they're going to do it, but my prediction will be 1-0.
Okay.
1-1.
Say it. What are you going for?
I don't know. I'm even thinking about going to the game, but then again, I don't want to sponsor the owners. But I would love to see Vieira back for the first time. So I don't know, but I do think that it's gonna be a hard game. I can see either like a 1-0 to the Arsenal or like a 2-2, because we don't tend to do very well after international breaks. I know the last break we did win 1-0, but normally we kind of
No, that
struggle.
was 0-0 away against Brighton, the last
game.
Unless
So,
you're
yeah,
referring
let's
to home, then yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but I do think let's say 1-0. Let's say 1-0. But Saha is gonna become prime Ronaldinho.
Yeah.
Edward is gonna be prime Drogba, and it's gonna be a Mazzolina.
Luca, score prediction.
Like I said on my channel earlier, if you go back and watch it, prediction: Arsenal. I think it'd be a
Luca
draw.
with the promotion.
I think it'd be a draw, in my opinion, because I've just got this feeling that Vieira was going to turn up, and like Static says, he'll get a very good reception, and I'm looking forward to see the game.
I hope he does.
And I think it'd be a draw, man. But I wouldn't be surprised if Palace beat us, to be honest. But I've just got a horrible feeling that we're not going to get the 3 points. So I'm going for a 1-1 draw.
Can I just say as well? Can I just say, give Vieira a great reception before the game, but when it's the game, don't just boo him and everything, because obviously that's 90 minutes during the game. Get behind the team. I don't want to hear any Arsenal fans cheering for Vieira during the 90 minutes of the game. Cheer for him before and after the game, that's fine, but not during the game, because you've got to focus on Arsenal and get Arsenal to win the game. Help Arsenal to win the game.
Yeah.
Help the team get over the line.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it just would be weird. That's all. I can't think about it.
Me and I'm like with Anthony, and I said I think we will probably either draw or win. In my head. In my head.
Pick one, Stephen. If you had to pick one, which one would it be?
Go 2 on Arsenal.
Is that your heart saying, or are you just actually just saying it?
I think Tommy Ash is going to have Zaha is going to be immense as always. So be interesting to see how Tommy Ash deals with him. I do think he will deal with him in a sense. I think there will be at times he does it will break away, or he wins some cheap free kicks, because you know Zaha. You breathe on him, he falls on the floor. So he'll try and win something. So I do think Tommy Asu will have to duck to that, but I do feel that he will deal with it in a sense. It will be times where he gets exposed, but I'm expecting that for his first season. There will be like parts of the game where he's just struggling, but that's why you need your extra winger to help you out. But I'd also also says the other winger needs shut down as well. So, and that's where I think Tierney, to be honest, needs to be dropped.
Is that Townsend, the other winger for Palace?
Townsend went to Everton.
Oh, yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, I actually think Tierney needs to be dropped, to be honest. For Tavares.
Do you know what?
Because he's not doing well.
If Palace wins, there's going to be someone crap like Benteke's getting the winner.
Benteke versus Ben White, I can see it happening.
Nah, Award's getting it because we wanted him.
Well, from the old Celtic striker, yeah.
Yeah. Because, but like I said, I think if Tierney plays again like he has been, he should be dropped. Be honest, I'd drop him for this game because he hasn't played well at all since the start of the season. To be honest,
yeah, Tierney's been shit. He needs to be dropped.
Hey,
listen, for me, I don't care who you are or who your name is. in this current squad. If you're not playing well consistently, you should be benched, even if it is for one game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tavares done well. He deserves to get a chance.
Yeah.
This is the problem. This is why, the youngsters, they lose form. This is why Martinelli lose form, because he doesn't get a chance. That's why Pepe lose form, because he doesn't play consistently.
And then they start
he
looking
has his
elsewhere.
favorites, who he never benched, and then people wonder why we're so inconsistent. Because the manager's shit. He doesn't know how to manage.
Yeah. Simple.
Yep.
Simple. But anyway,
so
he's
also playing the Saka and Smith Rowe way too much as well. He's not giving them a break.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely. I mean,
like I said, poor management, as you just said, perfectly say.
Yeah,
anyway, go
absolutely. But we're gonna have to end it there because we've gone over the hour mark, so we're gonna wrap
Smash
up
the
there.
likes and subscribe, everyone.
Smash the like, subscribe. Let us know if we can improve it. Let us know in the comments below if we can improve it or not. But do smash the like, subscribe to Football United TV. Let everyone shout out their socials.
Even, I just want to say before we go, I just want to send out from my cousin from Brazil, Charlie. I just want to say to him, sorry that the news that you told me, and I'm just thinking of him at this sad time. So that's all I got to say on that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
If he's watching,
I also want to pass on. Sorry, I was going to say I also want to pass on my condolences to Charlie as well and his family.
Yeah. I mean, like,
I think we all do. To be honest,
I haven't spoke to him, but he I mean, Matt told me, and I messaged him, and he said he has sent me messages back. So yeah, but like obviously you can message him yourselves, and like it's never nice, but he's such a line. He's got all our support. Definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah. Say, where can I find you, mate?
You can find me on SFeedly TV, the best YouTube channel out there, best YouTube creator, Lucas' worst enemy.
Very funny. No. I'm his worst. No, I'm his worst enemy. Let's get it right.
But yeah, that's where you can find me, guys.
Yeah, cool. Let's go to Anthony.
You can find me on Instagram and Facebook, Anthony Herbert. You can also find me on I forgot the name of your channel then, Steve.
I just said it. Don't you listen to what I say, Anthony?
That's a good start, isn't it? I'll just say on Steven's show, if you can watch, subscribe, like, and also if you can give a donation to his channel. And also on this one as well, on Matt's Football United TV. And I just want to congratulate Matt on the Man United agenda of scoring 8 out of 12 points tonight. It was crap.
I don't know what was that. Ouch. Oh God.
Interesting.
Static.
I think that was an echo of everyone laughing. Yes, you can find me on Instagram, static__5. A few people asked me if I use Twitter. No, I do not use Twitter. It's toxic. I don't recommend it. That's just my honest opinion. You can also find me here on Football United TV and SFeedly TV.
Wicked.
Oh, I'm hearing voices in the background.
Luca, can you turn them off, please?
Luca, is your TV on again?
Honestly. God. No. Go on, that state.
Yeah, that's about it. please subscribe to Sweetly TV and to Football United TV, 2 great channels. Yeah, and obviously, if anyone sees me in the live chat in the comments, just say hello to me and I'll respond.
Wicked. And finally, Luca, where can I find you?
Yeah, first things first, thanks for having me on. It's been a brilliant show. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is Luca's Life. If anyone has any problems, I heard that. If anyone has any problems about turning notifications on, then obviously send me a DM on Twitter. But technically, subscribe to my YouTube channel. We have just reached to 1.2k, and I want to say thank you very much for the people who actually, even including Stephen, everyone else who watched this panel, Devils United, everyone else as well, Football United TV, Talk Man U, everyone else for helping me getting a YouTube channel. I couldn't do it without you guys, and just remember to go back and watch my playlist, and then let's get these watch hours up, and we're on the road to 1,300 subscribers. But subscribe to the channel, mate, and it can be done.
You're welcome. I still think you're deluded, but there you go.
Not really. I talk sense sometimes, and then that's it.
Okay. Anyway, like obviously you can find me here, obviously, usually. But where you mainly can find me is Sweetly TV, where we do Arsenal and F1 content. F1 obviously will be moved on to its own channel at the end of the F1 season, but you'll know that further in time. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, and we all raised, and all the money raised on S50 TV goes to Children's Liver Disease Foundation. So watching me lose my crap about lose my absolute shit about Arsenal, you're raising money for charity as well. So best of both worlds. So make sure you do that. Also, make sure you subscribe to Football United TV. Right, Marley, right, sending the biggest support by subscribing. Right, and also just wishing him all the best as well. But make sure you do that. Marley and Matt here on Football United TV. Make sure you do that. Make sure you like and subscribe. But until that, I don't know when they'll be back on, so you'd have to talk to Matt when they'll be back on. But yeah, until then, have a pleasant evening. Until then, take care. Bye bye.
You're well, cuz.
Bye.